you guys? This is Heavy Metal 95 here. Hope you all had a good morning today. Today I'm going to be doing a simple video that I have never done like this before until now. So, for those who haven't been wondering, we finally wanted to come by on how this, to giving you over for the fact like this as well, is that we got a brand new upcoming album, and this time I've got the word that I've heard something about new albums coming out in the fall of this year in 2025. We finally got a word from that Peter Criss is going to release the new solo album of this year. For those who haven't been wondering, Peter Criss, the former drummer of the legendary rock group called Kiss, the Catman himself, is finally releasing his new solo album that he hasn't done for a long time, that he has planned to do one until now. So the real thing about this, because this is going to be how it's going to come out in the fall of this year, which I'm guessing this was after Peter Criss's previous last solo album he did back in 2007 was called One for All. Because it's been like 18 years or something? I don't know. And I just wanted to come by for this as well. And that's clearly because he's collaborating with musicians such as Billy Sheehan, John Five, some of the members of Motley Crue, and even the other bandmates of Peter Criss's solo album, the band he had, that they were appeared on one of previous albums he did, such as Cat Number 1 back in the 90s. And clearly, because I just wanted to giving you for whatever I wanted to come by. So, even when I think to know, remember. Well, clearly, because there you have to know. It's great to expect the new thing coming out as well. Even when this as well. Well, because this was after years later, because for those who haven't been wondering, on the whole thing for this as well, yeah, well, clearly, yeah. Because it's been how many years? Well, I just wanted to know, it's hard to know that we haven't heard from Peter Criss, haven't released his album until now, because he has come with an idea that he is going to release a new album that is coming out in the fall of this year. Because it's been 18 years since Peter Criss hasn't... it's been 17 years since Peter Criss hasn't released an album after his album One for All was released back in 2007, 18 years ago. After 17 years of silence from the music, he finally came back to do a new album, and this time, and it's clearly how you wanted to come by on. Well, I'm guessing for the whole thing. Even when Peter Criss is going to do a new solo album with John 5, Billy Sheehan, and others. I still say, because this will be his comeback to do a new solo album since his previous album, One for All, has got to this as well. Because he has finally released his new solo album since 2007, which is going to come out on this year only in the fall. For whatever you want to say, because it's been 18 years since he's wanted to release his first solo album as a comeback as well. Just so clearly, because according to Peter Criss, when he was featured in an episode on Kiss FAQ Fan Podcast, he stated it out, said, "I have an announcement. I have my new rock and roll album to share with you Kiss Army guys coming out in the fall. I hope you like it, man, and I want to say God bless to each and every one of you." So, that's particularly of how he has stated the idea, according to the Kiss FAQ Fan Podcast video. And this time, he's going to reveal a hard rockin' album, if it was produced by Barry Pointer. This would be Peter Criss's forthcoming album, to include musicians such as Motley Crue guitarist John 5, Mr. Big bassist Billy Sheehan, Paul Schaefer, Mike McLaughlin, and others. Well, this is going to be the upcoming comeback solo album in 18 years since 2007's One for All album that Peter Criss released 18 years back, like way back in 2007, because I just wanted to come by just to give you for the fact of this, because it's great to hear Peter Criss gonna do a comeback solo album, the forthcoming album. It's great to hear a word from the Catman himself, even though he is considered to be the former drummer of the band Kiss, releasing a forthcoming solo album for the first time in like 18 years. Even though, because I just wanted to come by for this as well. So the release date has to be announced. So this will be expected to come out between September and November, which is in the fall of this year. Ever since his previous last solo album was his 2007's One for All album, and which was 18 years back, way back in the year as well. Because this is, for whatever, I just wanted to come by on the whole thing for this as well. Yep. And it's clearly for whatever I wanted to know, because it's great to hear the original Kiss drummer Peter Criss recruiting Billy Sheehan, John 5, and Paul Schaefer for the new hard rock solo album coming out this year in the fall as well. And also including Matthew Montgomery, also known as Piggy D, on the bass in that one. Because I have wanted to come by for the whole thing as well. And there you have for the whole thing, because in the whole range of this as well, considering that but then again, when Peter Criss played, when he was billing on his previous final U.S. concert back in 2017 at the Cutting Room in New York, back in 2017 in June, I'm guessing, because this was like way back in the years, I guess, for this as well, because, well, I just wanted to know for that, because, so let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Before we go, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below about Peter Criss is going to release his new forthcoming solo album after 18 years, after his previous final album, One for All, was released back in 2007, 18 years back, like, way back in, like, the mid-2000s as well. For the way of how you want to come by, for the way of, well, quite frankly, is that it's great to expect to have a new album coming out from the Catman himself, Peter Criss, even though he was the former drummer of the band Kiss, because for the way of how. But then again, consider Kiss has did their final concert tour in Madison Square Garden in 2023 in December, part of End of the Road tour, as how this has come by for this one, because this is so true, and we haven't heard from Peter Criss in a long time after 18 years, as well as his final U.S. concert tour in New York back in June 2017, like way back in the years. Same goes with his previous final album, One for All, released back in 2017, like 18 years back, like way back, back in the day as well. But now, we finally got the word from Peter Criss is going to release his forthcoming solo album, which is going to be expected between either September or November in the fall of this year. So we can expect to know, for when it comes to new albums coming out, especially on those release dates as well, on the whole upcoming albums, has got to my curiosity as well, because I just wanted to learn over for the fact for this of how you could expect for Peter Criss going to release his new solo album accordingly. So that's going to be it for my video for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to the channel. Be sure to check out my new metal album release dates videos. If you haven't seen it, feel free to check out, by the way. And be sure to smack the like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit the notifications bell button for more surprises if you missed anything new. Feel free to check out as well. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because we finally got the word that former Kiss drummer Peter Criss is going to release his brand new solo album, the forthcoming solo album, in 2025 in the fall for the first time after 18 years after his final album, One for All, was released back in 2007, 18 years ago, for those who haven't been wondering. So this is Heavy Metal 95 signing off, and thanks for watching my video. I'm glad you liked it. Hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next videos. Be sure to stay safe and stay healthy, and hope you all have a great day. Take care. Goodbye for now. And stay tuned for more videos.